Hey guys, what's up? Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 has begun. I hope everybody's doing okay. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. See what happens. I'm going to channel a lot, I believe, from what they're telling me. We're going to probably go for the whole hour. Yeah. So when we're done with this program, if you would go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe and like the video and leave a little comment, even if it's just like a heart or something like that. I don't know, yeah, just one of those, a heart or whatever, thumbs up, whatever it is. That helps YouTube to spread it around the country, around the world, stuff like that, because of the algorithms. If you could do that for me at YouTube at Bill Hobart, please, please, please. Yeah. So, big thing happening on Monday with the solar eclipse. And here in Detroit, we get to see about 98% of it, if it's not cloudy. But if it's cloudy, at least it'll get dark. Right? The light will go away and it's going to get dark. The street lights will come on, things like that. The birds will stop chirping for 4 minutes, and then it will get light again. So hopefully it won't be cloudy on Monday. But the energy is freaking crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, Pat. Yes, it's crazy. So we're going to talk about that. Stuff like Mercury retrograde is in full force. I mean, full force. Mercury retrograde, the solar eclipse, Jupiter and Uranus on the 20th. And there's one more I forget about, but also it's the 444 portal. So today's a huge portal day because 4 is abundance. I believe 4 is abundance or 3 abundance. I can't remember. I talked to Spirit about it this morning. I don't remember what it was. Yes, but the energy is intense, and again, Mercury retrograde makes you irritable, makes you pissed off, makes you short, curt, angry, frustrated, very quickly, and makes other people the same way. Most of us that watch the program and we do our work, right? We usually know about it and we kind of like check ourselves. The muggles, oh no, they're not checking nothing. They're just yappity and doing whatever they want to do. So defend yourself, okay? Protect yourself, because that's super, super important, okay? Because you can get in a knockdown, drag out fight, and then after it's done, go, what just happened? Especially with the quantum leap energy times 1,000. You know, I mean, it's already the 4th of the month, right? This month's going to fly because there's so many things coming at us, right? So many things coming at us. There's another thing. There's another astrological event that has Jupiter in it. No, not Jupiter, Saturn in it. It's 4 planets. I have to look it up and I'll make amends on the bottom, on the video on YouTube, okay? So that's another thing that happens with ascension, is we can't remember what the hell we're saying. And that's tough. That's tough. It's not even anything. It's just a fact that they were in this midheaven, right? We're in this ascension process. And if no place we've ever been before, everybody, we've never been in this process before. And so your body is just going along for the ride. It's the human that freaks out, right? That freaks out. And that's simply because they think they're sick. No, I think I posted on, I don't know if it was Reels or something like that today, when people were, one guy had said, you know, that he feels like he's lost his mind and blah, 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 blah. And all these people were commenting about, you know, Jesus is coming back, and, you know, it's the state of the world, and this is happening, that's happening. I think, no, you're all going through this ascension process. You don't know what it's called. The doctor doesn't know what it is, and yeah. So just give yourself love. Don't take it to heart, right? Because I believe, from what they say to me, because for me, after the lunar eclipse, that next day was bliss. Everything that was a week and a half before was gone. And I woke up like, oh my God, where did I come from? And then 4 or 5 days, 6 days later, it went, okay, here we go, back down. But yeah, I'm expecting it on after the solar eclipse, like Tuesday, for us to feel refreshed, right? Still in Mercury retrograde and still in the energy of the solar eclipse, but Spirit says more confident in who we are, more confident in what we're doing, because that solar eclipse is going to absolutely jack us up into high dimensional energy, upper 4 and 5, and it's our responsibility to keep ourselves there, right? It truly is. It truly is. This is only going to happen once. This is the strongest solar eclipse we've had in our lifetimes. And I'm 64, right? So I can remember the one in 2005. It was intense. But this one seems way more intense. And that's simply because where it's at in the scale of the universe and all of the Plutonian energy that's coming off from the sun and things like that is battering the earth, and solar flares are crazy right now. That's all because it's all connected to transformation. Connected to transformation. So stay tuned, right? I mean, but April's going to be the toughest month in the whole year, but more energetic, more taking us to places we've never been before. And you're going to have epiphany after epiphany after epiphany. Spirit says, if you let yourself, there are people out there that are naysayers, negative, don't know why they can't get what they want, then stop focusing on it. Focus on here, right? And my challenge, we always have one, right? Oh yeah, you're never going to let us down go without a challenge. My challenge is to do shadow work. And I posted a meditation this morning that came to my YouTube feed. I love them because for the past, since Monday, I've been saying, you know what? You got to help me because I don't know what to do. I'm just like I did in 2014, 2015. I don't know what to do. You guys want me to all of a sudden have something and I don't have a clue how to get there, right? And we have to have those conversations, right? We truly do with our guides out loud. And this is, again, after Wendy painted the picture for me, right? I've listened to her narrative probably 5 or 6 times already in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So, and it affects me. Every time I listen to it, I get another thing I got to work on. Different things stick out in what she says. Shadow work is something, and I agree with this 100%, that I don't know who I am, right? And a lot of us don't, especially in the spiritual sense. I just have this, and it just comes out with love, and I want to help everybody, and I want to. This is something I'm working on too. Spirit just interjected with that. That we all, I will say we all, because I believe that most of us are, chimes, we don't want people to go through what we went through. In spirituality, in our lives when we were kids, when we were young, things like that. And so we do for them and not ourselves. Always have. And I'm in my spiritual sense, I'm trying to turn that Titanic so it doesn't hit the iceberg, because I know that I do that. That's because I don't want people to go through my last decade of not knowing. Remember, I never had anybody to teach me. It's them. It's them. And you don't have a itinerary. You don't have anything. I had nobody to ask the question because they never answered back, right? They do that. And like my video that I did last week, okay, it's about, sometimes they will tell you things that are not true. To get you to the certain point in your timeline, so they can upgrade you, so they can clear you, so they can do all the things they need to do. But if a reader like myself channels and they say yes, blah 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 blah, and then it doesn't happen exactly that way, or it happens sooner than later, or they don't get what Spirit was saying that you were going to get, it's because they needed to get to that place of expectation. It's almost here. Because when you're like that, you're in good energy. You can receive all kinds of cool stuff because you're feeling good. It's all right. Not feeling sad, not feeling emotional, not feeling anything, right? All happiness, pretty much. So they get us there so that they can click us on, right? Take care of the downloads when our ears ring, right? My left ear's been ringing on and off for the last 2 weeks. And it's like just out of the blue. And I'm like, okay, Spirit, why is my left ear ringing? I don't get it. And all I hear is, it's to come. It's to come. It's to come. Okay. It's to come. Right? So I was talking about the meditation. Spirit put it on my YouTube feed. It is freaking phenomenal. That just amazes me. That just amazes me. Because like I said, you got to help me. I don't know what to do to go forward. I'm sitting here stagnant and I don't know how. You got to show me how. And they brought me this meditation that is about, I have to tell you guys what it is because the Spirit keeps telling me and I don't remember it because I'm way up in the stratosphere. So it is, let me see where it's at. But I clicked on it and I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do. And so I did. Where's that at? Right here. Okay, it is, where's it at here? I don't know. It's supposed to be right. It's supposed to be in this place right here. So, anyway, I'll see if I can remember it. I don't remember it. Like, I think part of it was feeling like you're going to fail, right? That's it. Yeah, feeling like you're going to fail with Thor, Uriel, and someone else. But I put those buds in, and I'll tell you what, it was effing amazing. Absolutely amazing. And when I was done, I knew, because it says in the meditation, by the time you're done with this, you will know what you need to let go of. You will know from your shadow self what it is that is one of the things that stops you from achieving your plan, right? What they have planned for us, which we signed on the dotted line, right? Achieving our abundance, achieving everything that we're supposed to have. And mine was having a brother like my brother was when I was young, right? My brother was great. He was an amazing guy. He could fix anything in the house. He could do no wrong. He was, well, mostly. But he, 4-pointed school. He was the smartest person in our family. And he was 5 years older than I was, right? And he was kind of my mentor for school, for being big, which he hated me being big, but also for keeping me small, yelling at me when my parents were home, hitting me in the head. He had hands like a freaking bear, like my father. And he used to wear a ring on his, and he would slap me across the top of my head here, or this side, whatever. And he would yell at me, and he was so big, and just absolutely, he's frustrated, right? And because of me. And my thing when I was a child, I stuttered. Sometimes I couldn't even talk. And so I got more attention there again, other than being with kidney disease, right? I was kind of a messed up kid. But I was supposed to be a messed up kid, right? So my thing that I found this morning, the stuttering and my brother, right? I never thought about my stuttering at all. And they actually had a speech therapist in the schools in Jackson, right? That was the good times, right? So I learned from probably second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, how to talk, basically. And I don't remember how they did it, but I know that there was earphones on my ears, and I did it once a week for, gosh, probably 6 weeks, 8 weeks. And then they'd adjust where I was at, right? But that made me, again, want to shrink, because Billy couldn't talk, laughed at me, things like that, right? Things that kids do all the time, that's their kids, right? But when you're 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, right? You internalize it because you just want to fit in. Don't we all? I never fit in. Most of you probably didn't either. So again, didn't even think about that until the meditation. Always knew about my brother, but I didn't. But again, you just kind of tuck it away, right? That's who he is. That's who was a kid. Blah, blah. I forgive him. I already have. My mom and my dad already forgave him. Da da da. Right? So, because you have to move on. But when I did the meditation, and the person said, "You're going to know by the end of the meditation exactly what is one of your work on points." You know, what in your shadow self. That's, again, your subconscious, which is all deep down inside, right? Because you know our bodies can stick stuff in every corner of our bodies to hide it. Because our body doesn't know that we can actually release it and not get punished. Okay? So that meditation is on my Bill Clairvoyant Facebook page. And if you guys have a chance, do it. Because right now it's tough. And then on another thing, I've had Chris Brown's Forever in my head for probably 3 days. I love the song, right? I'm trying not to cry. I won't let you fall. There's a lyric in there that says, I won't let you fall, let you fall, let you fall. That was them. And once I listened to the song today, it took me 3 freaking days to listen to it, right? Because I'm like, what's that song in my head for? Because sometimes I'm a dumb muggle, right? Sometimes I don't get it. So I listened to the song again today, and I'm bawling my eyes out, right? They're telling me, because we're all afraid of not achieving. I am, big time. I'm a Capricorn, supposed to achieve. And it shouldn't be this difficult for most Capricorns. But guess what? I'm an earthy Capricorn, right? This is a spiritual Capricorn, doing things other than working really hard and busting my butt to get where I want to get. This, I have to allow them to ascend me and doing my work. So when I listened to the song, it was all about they won't let me fall. Won't let me fall. Because we're all afraid of what ascension means. We all are. Some way, somehow, we always have something in our brains, in our hearts, that go, gosh, I'm going to stay right here, and I don't want to stay right here. I want to go higher and help more people, right? And people can say that I've had people say, it's narcissistic, it's you just want to, I don't want anything. Capricorn helps everybody. Everybody. And doesn't think anything about it. Because I'll carry you on my back as long as I have to, just so that you can get over the finish line. I'm good at that. So that's one of the things, right, that I have to go, nope, I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to go ahead and do it for myself. That all happened in 4 days. Most of it happened today. Today's been a very, very emotional, very grounded. Hell, even the dog's grounded today. I mean, she's not barking. She's not chasing trucks, nothing. She's just kind of chilling with Dad, which I love. It's fantastic. This is the dog I want, right? I'm going to get eventually. But that just happened in the last 2-3 days. So I know. Because we're leading up to the solar eclipse, right? So when you get a song in your head, listen to the song on YouTube or Vimbo, whatever the other one thing is. That's all part of Google anyway. But listen to it, right? If there's a song, listen to it and open yourself up enough to go, okay, what in those lyrics touches my heart? For me, I won't let you fall. Okay, cool. And I know that in my in my head, but you know what? Sometimes it doesn't get to the muggle heart, right? It doesn't get to the muggle heart. And I get messages in music all the time. And I think I told you guys that a long time ago. Sometimes I post them on Facebook and I'll say the song of the day because I can't get out of my friggin' head. But Monday's going to be monumental. Monumental. Get outside if you can, right? It's only a 4.5 minute eclipse, but you got the beginning and you got the middle and you got the end. And just sit. Just sit. Sit outside in that energy, out of your house, if you can, and just be. My plan is to be outside a lot that day because the energy's already started, right? It's already started. I posted a picture this morning that it was of the quarter moon, right? In the southeast sky this morning at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, okay, why is it there? Because I love the moon. I mean, the posting that I made of the picture, you can see the whole moon in the morning sky, which blows my mind because you can actually look at it and clearly. And all I get in my head is that's a freaking planet. You know how the people will post things where the Earth is here, and then you look up in the sky and there's like Jupiter, or there's Saturn, or there's Mars, or whatever, right? And that's what it looked like this morning. So allow yourself to flow. Allow yourself to meditate. Allow yourself to sleep. Allow yourself to eat, right? Do whatever you got to do to mitigate your vibration, your frustration, right? All the things that are going to lead, because there's so much energy out there for Mercury retrograde. It is you know what? It's horrible. But I know why it's now and didn't come earlier in the year and later in the year, because it's all about the damn solar eclipse. And all the aspects in astrology, right, in the universe, of all the planets connecting to each other to bring our vibration higher, to be in high 4, lower 5, 5th dimension. And that is, I can't wait to ask people how they feel. And I'll bet 60% of people say, Bill, nothing feels different. Let's say on Tuesday, Wednesday. And then by Thursday, on Coaching for the Soul, Bill, you're not going to believe this. Everything shifted. Everything changed, blah, 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 blah. Because it's going to. This month is jam-packed with transformation. And we have to allow ourselves to do it. Don't force yourself, Spirit says, right? Because that's ego and that's 3D. Oh, Bill said I have to do. No, you don't. If you can remember, you know what? I need to go outside today for a little bit and be in that solar eclipse energy. Yeah. If you don't, you'll see it enough times on the TV of what everything was going on, right? Because it's going to be a fascinating energy that is going to tingle us, Spirit always says. Bill, people are going to tingle. They're going to be activated beyond belief because they've never felt like this before. Then the guilt comes, Spirit says. Then the guilt comes. Yeah. I don't know why you'd have guilt. Because of who they are and others are not. Makes sense to me. Because again, there's levels of everybody, right? No one's at the same level all the time. And so some people, family, friends, can be jealous. You could be jealous of how come I'm not there? Because you're not supposed to be yet. There's other things you need to do before you get there. No one's going to be left behind, Spirit always says. No one's going to be left behind, right? For sure. Okay, and that also starts the solar eclipse. Yes, the solar eclipse also ushers in the aliens presenting themselves. 2025, 2026. All right. But not all species, Spirit says. Not all species that are here. There has to be a progression, Spirit says. There has to be a progression of yeah. There has to be a progression that they know that they can overwhelm. Because again, this year is going to be pretty volatile with the election, with the trials, with the anger, with the frustration, and we have a choice. We definitely have a choice. But I know. I'm going to state this again because he wants me to. Don't worry about the circus outside. Okay? Don't worry about it. Don't freak out. There's gonna be some stuff going on, and not from the good people. So don't worry. Don't worry about it. You're connected. You are covered with you're covered with divine energy. Nothing can touch you at all. Nothing can touch you at all. So now I just heard Cher's believe right there, right? You got to believe it, right? I mean, if you don't believe, if you don't trust, if you don't truly allow yourself for them to protect you, because you're always thinking, right? And I posted something today too, matter of fact, from Reels. I think it's Reels. Because this guy that I follow, I just found him last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. He thinks like I think about people that you hire, people that getting the best people, that any one of us can walk into. Let's say, I mean, for me, it's a retail store, right? The confidence that I knew that I could increase the business in that store 60 to 100% was easy. And people would say, well, Bill, how do you do that? Oh, customer service. You just take care of folks. Make them happy, right? The energy has to be good. And what is so interesting is that this is back in the 90s when I know nothing about energy, really. And my staff would say, the energy is really low in here in Chicago. It's really, really low. Come on, you guys, we got to get the energy up because this isn't working. And they would join in and boom, and the business would go up. And I put that on my Bill Clairvoyant page, and it's something to look at because what do you want in your life? You can change, trust me, you can change the energy in your life if you believe you can. I'm a different person at work than I was at home. Now I'm trying to blend them together, right? Because at work, I was a dynamo. No big deal. We'll get that done with no problem. Worked our collective butts off, trying to make it the best that it could possibly be. I'm a Capricorn. I want it to be perfect. It wasn't always perfect, but pretty close. Better than anybody else in the companies that I worked in. And that's the same way with our lives. I've learned that in the past 2.5 months. Trust me. You can lay around all day if you want, and sometimes you have to. I have. Yesterday was a freaking WTF day. I was angry and hurt and in my head and, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? You know, did I meditate? No, of course I didn't, because ego was fully in charge of Bill yesterday at all day long, on a Wednesday. Yeah. And probably on Tuesday too. And pretty much on Monday too. So this week has sucked. Last week was not any better, except for after the lunar eclipse on the 25th. Yeah. So we can make that change, but it has to be slow at a time. It's got to be slow. It can't be, they keep blocking me. I don't know what the deal is. Hang on. And that's not us. It's the energy. It's the energy. Forces want you to talk about this after the solar eclipse. But you have to just power through this because my mouth isn't working. Okay, so we can change the environment, but only when they allow us to. You can't fight, right? You can get yourself in a good space, and you can change the way you think for a day, right? And then maybe 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever. But usually when it happens, we hit a wall, and all of a sudden we just fall back, being too tired, being too because it hurts too much. It hurts too much. Doing the work is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Hardest I've done in my life, And a lot of it for me is I don't have a teacher. So, like I said yesterday to Spirit and the day before, you have to bring me what I need to do to take care of this. And every time that I listen to Wendy's narrative about the painting that she did for me, that's what comes out of my mouth. And it's being heard. It's actually being heard, which I know it always is. But this is like almost instantly because I know what they need me to do. I'm willing to do anything to get out of here. Me and the dog, let's go. Where are we going to go to? We know. When's going to happen? We don't know. But we can all change our energy when they allow it. When they allow it. See? And people will say, oh, no, Bill, they'll allow it. They'll no. No. Sometimes you got to have a pity party and they know that. Especially things that are way down deep inside of your subconscious that you have no idea that it's there. Just like me today. I never thought about my stuttering at all. No. I still stutter, but back in the day, oh my God, it was so frustrating that I just shut up. And when you shut up, guess what? You cocoon. You're small. So that's why when you see children that are like that, there's something going on, Mine was, my teachers took that. My mother and father, they probably asked them, but they were like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead, yeah. So when you do your meditations, if in the meditation, you can tell by the name, by the title, you can by the energy that's in it, who's in it. Is it Megatron? Is it Sandalphon? Is it Uriel? Is it Archangel Michael? Who is it that is there? And again, when the meditation shows up, do it. Don't say, well, I don't really know. Do it. They send it to you. When you ask for something, I don't know how to do it. And guess what? A meditation shows up on your YouTube feed, which you all should have automatically. If you don't have it, you're stopping your transformation. If you don't have Facebook or Instagram, you're stopping your transformation. That's all energy. And in Mercury retrograde, that can save your freaking life with information and have you release the energy that's in your body. Have to. That's here for us to ascend. Because those algorithms are a pretty funny thing. You like one or two little things about spirituality, you get another one and another one and another one and another and another one, which is cool. Because if you ask a question on a Tuesday and Wednesday morning when you get up out of bed and you go on socials, and it's there, you go, oh, wow, look at that. That was fast. Because they'll put it in your face. You'll automatically recognize it. Yeah. So on Monday, expect it to be a gangbuster day. I'll tell you, some people will feel frustrated. They'll be angry. They'll be pissed off in the world. They'll be depressed. There'll be all kinds of things. Let it happen. That's part of the ascension. They had to, again, for somebody, possibly even myself, the only way to get it out of us, for us to look at it, is to put us in that spot when the eclipse happens all day and just rips it out of us. Or brings it up just enough for us to see it and feel it. Because they know it's there. Many times we do not. We do not know that. Because we've all had childhoods that are questionable. Everybody has, right? It's human nature in 3D. It will not be like that in in 4 or 5 or 6. So that's something we have to look forward to, right? Is the transformation and how you're going to feel. I can't wait to see who I'm going to become, because it feels really good to have this thought process of, okay, they've heard they've heard me all along, right? Hence, Wendy doing the picture for me that she painted, right, with the narrative of everything. What Brenda has done, what Sherry Daniels has done with the clearing of my house after Lee left. Again, all these people help me to keep on going, because Spirit's like, Bill needs help. Yeah. I would never ask anybody for anything, unfortunately. But I'm just honest with my family. But yeah, that's just not who I am. But they know that. And so they were, okay, got to do this for Bill. In fact, Wendy kept saying, they will not leave me the frick alone, because they keep saying, do Bill's picture, do Bill's picture, do Bill's picture. She goes, Bill, for like a week and a half, they would not shut up. So I did the picture. I'm like, well, thank you. I don't know what it is, but yeah, thank you. And then she sent me the narrative, right? So she's her sister's Brenda from the Indigo Doors, and they're both extremely talented psychic people. Yeah. Okay. We got to reintroduce angel numbers, Spirit says, because angel numbers are going to run rampant for the next month. That you're going to see a lot of angel numbers, and they need you to Google them so you know what they mean, because they'll actually fit into your situation. All right? Angel numbers we've been talking about for, 7 years. And we have to go back. I mean, I get them all the time. And it kind of frustrates me. It's like, okay, 111. Today I saw 222 and 222 and 234. Okay. I Googled it like I always do, because I don't remember don't understand what it is. I don't remember what it is. And so, yeah, it was like, cool. Okay. A little more positive energy that I need, right? I was, this morning, I wasn't going to do Coaching for the Soul. And you're like, no, I don't feel like it. I'm not gonna. I don't want to. I'm not really feeling that great. And then I got that friggin' meditation. Okay, Willie, you got to do that meditation. Yeah, okay, Willie. And now, how do you feel? I feel pretty good. Dog's been calm. Dog's been on 3 walks already today. Did her stuff outside. It's all good. I'm gonna cherish this right here, because today's a day where it's perfect. The dog's in a good space. I'm in a pretty good space. My house's energy's good. Hey, she's sleeping, so I'm just wanna, she always sleeps when I'm doing readings. Yeah. So I recognize that, right? Because the energy's different because of that meditation. And I was emotional, right? And she came right over next to me and started looking at my hand, and just like she was been next to me all day long. And that's just because my energy isn't sorrow. My energy is recovering, Spirit says, which is true. Because we have to recover from things that happen that we revisit, right? Have to. Because it's a lot of energy to dig that stuff up from inside of us and release it. Because we all got it. We've all got stuff that happened in our childhood that didn't serve us. And that was because we needed to release it now. And that's so very, very important, that as we go forward in the next week with the solar eclipse, that we allow it to be pulled out of us if we're hanging on to it. Or I keep hoping somebody's going to do a meditation for the solar eclipse. I hope that happens between now and Monday, because it'd be something that would be power-packed with energy to help us release, to loosen our stuff up, right? So that we can actually let it go as we need to. Because everybody's getting choked. Trust me. Everybody's getting this stuff that's coming up, and they have no idea what it is. Plus, they get foggy head, and they can't talk because their mouth doesn't work right, and they can't really pronounce words right. And all of the things that are going on at the same time are challenging us. They're challenging us. First off, to release our emotions that no longer serve us. Again, it can be childhood. It can be sibling rivalry. It can be things that happened in elementary school, junior high, high school, things like that, right? That we had no control over. Well, now we get to control the release, Spirit says. I say, just let it go. Just let them do their job. Let them make you cry. Because I'm telling you, when you listen to a meditation that was sent for you and it resonates in your body, it's releasing through crying. Releasing through crying. And crying's good. Crying is very good. Very good, very good, very, very good. Especially when you've had 2, 3, 4 days of just WTF. WTF, right? Because we don't understand. We're not supposed to understand. That's the crazy thing. Is as a Capricorn self that I am, I'm like, again, I don't get it. Why can't we know and help you release it? Or know what to release? No, we got this, Bill. We got this. Well, do you know? Bill, stop. Bill, just stop. Because they know that I want to, okay, well, let's do it now. Don't wait, do it now. Because to them, it's a big deal. To me, it's like, can we get this train going? Because, I'm kind of like ready for my future. I'm ready for my future. And I'll be honest with you, I've had people tell me, I'm a pretty smart guy when it comes to my psychological stuff and my spiritual stuff, right? Bill, even though you move, you're going to take everything that you had in Detroit with you. No. I have this much left. Right? In my subconscious. There's not much there. I know there's not. And I can say it with confidence because I have 13 years of therapy and 10 years of this. Trust me, there can't be much more gunk in the drain. And I know those things. Just like Spirit had said to me for the last decade that, Bill, you got to learn everything in Detroit before we put you in your house on Maui. Bill, you got to learn everything here. You got to be 100% ready to go there, drop into it, and start to work. Okay? That sucks. But I'm okay with that. Does it make me feel bad when I have it? Oh, God, it's pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. But I know that I have to release it. I have to go through it to be who I'm supposed to be. I remember going to my card reader in Jackson when I lived in Chicago in the 90s and even in the early 2000s. And, early 2000s. And my card reader, Bonnie, would say, Bill, keep on going to therapy. Keep on going to therapy. Keep on going to therapy because we need you to come back and do this kind of work. I went, no way I'm going to do that work. There's no way. She goes, Bill, just keep going to therapy, please, because we need you. I'm like, okay. I thought it'd be being retailed to the day I died, right? And then everything happened the way that it happened in 2014. And I'm glad that I kept going to therapy because I had a lot of shit. I had a lot of stuff, right? And 13 years of therapy. That's how messed up it was. And I still am not perfect. I'll never be perfect. But sometimes I like to be. Interesting that plant right there makes my eyes greener. Weird. That's kind of weird. I just noticed that. Sorry, guys. I got my dad's eyes, so that's kind of weird. Yeah. So we all have our stuff. We all have our it's ego walls that we put up, right? Don't go any further. Don't come any closer. Things like that. And you can't bust the wall down. Just go around it. Just go around the damn wall and take your baggage with you and drop it off on the other side. Yeah. It's very, very, very important that we're conscious enough to go, okay, I'm not getting any progress on this one issue, on this thing of letting my stuff go, let's say. I'm going to back off for a minute. I'm going to let them take me around the wall because that's what they want to do. They want to take you around the wall. When you get so focused on the freaking wall, I've got to fix that. No, you don't need to fix that. James, you don't. Let them guide you, right? Because there are people out there that absolutely get it stuck in their craw and they just cannot let it go. And they focus on, I gotta succeed. I've gotta beat that wall down. And their face is bloody because they keep hitting the brick wall. It's like, stop. You're not gonna succeed. That's the third dimensional way. Climb the wall if you have to. But it's really high. So just look where it goes and then go around it. It's gonna take some time to get to both ends, but go around it. That is what happens when we step back and go, okay, this isn't working. So Spirit, how can I get past this wall? And 9 times out of 10, they'll shrink the freaking wall once you ask them to. They will. I asked them, for the past couple days, what do I got to do? Come on. What do I got to do? I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know. And boom, the meditation showed up. And that's how they work. That's how they work. Right? And I'm telling you, there's going to be people after Monday that start to hear them. And when you get activated like that, watch what you wish for, because it's chatty Cathy until you get them under control. Because they work for us, right? But in this process of ascension, we don't know jack. They know it. So they can get us to do whatever they want us to do as long as you allow them to. So when you feel like, oh no, I don't think I can do that. Bill, I don't know what this is. I don't know. Have you asked them what it is? No. Because you're not supposed to know. That's what their job is to bring that hurt to you. Have you go like they did to me this morning about the stuttering? I never dreamed of. Never even thought about that, right? But down inside, one crevice in my body, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ego stuffed it away. See, we all have that. We all have that. Over centuries, everybody. Over centuries. They bring it with them. We bring it with us. Yeah. And the beautiful thing is that right now, we get to let all that go if you let them take it. That's where this Mercury retrograde is so intense. With all the aspects of the universe all coming in contact with each other. It's pretty freaking cool. Again, the 20th, yes. Jupiter, largest planet in the universe. And Uranus, the planet of come on, let's go. Let's just screw these people, let's go. Well, it's the 20th of April. So you got this, so ask what you want. Ask what you want. Ask what you want. I sent some people a awesome I sent some people that are on my Instagram this awesome affirmation to get what you want sooner than later, right? And the first time I listened to it, I couldn't go to sleep till 2 o'clock in the morning. Because I just found it at night while I'm scrolling through, right? And it was like, whoa, look at this thing. Can I tell you what it is? No. But I know where it's at on my phone, right? And it absolutely went to all these people. And they were like, Bill, what the hell is that? I'm like, I know, right? Because you keep saying it over and over again. What you want. And it sticks with you. And when you say it out loud, the universe hears it. It just brings it closer to you, especially this month. Especially with Jupiter and Uranus on the 20th. That's what we want. Because on the 20th, it's only 5 days till Mercury retrograde ends. It ends. It's got a 10-day shadow, but it wanes every single day. And it's already the 4th, so the 20th is not that far away. It's not. It'll go like that. Next week, go like it'll be done. Be like, okay, so solar eclipse is when? Oh, that was Monday. Today's Thursday. Yeah. Okay. So do what you got to do, right? Try to keep yourself out of depression. Try to keep yourself out of I'm not good enough. Right? I don't know what I'm going to do. Leave it to them. Leave it to them. okay? And understand that no one's going to starve. No one's going to lose their house or their apartment. No one's going to lose their car or anything like that. You're going to have plenty of money to get what you got to get, all right? Okay? And believe believe your train is coming, Spirit says. Full of whatever you want in the train cars. Because it is. Because it is. And sometimes it's hard for us to believe that because the energy is so heavy, is so deep. But it has to be deep and it has to be heavy because we're leaving our third dimensional self behind. And we don't know what is next week. Don't know what's next week. I'm excited because I'm like, I can just imagine how I know how I felt the day after the lunar eclipse. It was great. Solar eclipse, maybe, I don't know what's up with the thumbs up, guys. I don't know. And so to me, from what I feel and what they've said, it's going to be massively important for all of us as we take the journey into the fourth and fifth dimension. Yeah. And, yeah, I'd like everybody to kind of remember who you are today in this weekend. Because next week you don't know who you're going to be way up here. How much activation you're going to get out of it, right? And that energy is going to last just about 10 days, maybe 12 days. Maybe better. Also, it can last up to 6 months. But every day it wanes. It gets less and less, right? But if you didn't get the thing that you needed in the time, in the short end, it's going to come in the long end. Okay? You never know when it's going to bring you what you want. Okay? So it's about believing, flowing, allowing. Don't put blockages in your way. But it's hard because the ego puts those damn things up there and we go, oh my God, another one. Do I have to learn more? I said that this morning. I'm like, oh my God, what else do I need to freaking learn? God damn, I'm tired. I'm tired of learning. I'm tired of all this junk. Chill Out Silent Meditation on my YouTube page. And I went, yeah, okay, I get it. So, if you guys would for me, I'm going to post this right now on YouTube. If you guys would run over there and just, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And then like it and leave an icon for a comment. Yeah, help me out because I'm trying to get the channel to grow. Again, don't know if I'm going to use it when I get to Hawaii, but you know what? That's what I'm going to do now. So, yeah. I'm going to put something out probably on Monday, maybe tomorrow. Oh, I know what I need to talk about too. I forgot. I'm doing Saturday readings again, everybody. $85 for 30 minutes and 11 to 2 on Saturday. Then we're doing a Sunday too, because some people can't do them on the weekdays and can't do them on Saturday because that's their busy day, but Sunday they may be able to. So I may do that next week. Yeah. So if you want to know what's going on up here, and if you want to, or you want to talk to somebody who's passed away, yeah, BillHobart.com. Also, if you want Element membership packages, they're on my website at BillHobart.com. Those things, the coaching memberships that I do connect to you, no one else, right? I make them for you, and we work it out, everything that you need from me because they tell me what you need from me. So there's air, water, fire, earth, and the universe. Okay, there's 5 different packages. Go on there and check it out. You buy a year, you buy 12 months, and you get your 13th month free. And the readings come out to be very inexpensive compared to my regular price. And it's all just because I want you guys to learn, and it's not about the money. It's about helping you get to where you need to be so that you can have your best life ever. Your best life ever. Okay? So, yeah, Saturday, 11 to 2, readings for $85. And if you want it later than that, right? If you can't do 11 to 2, if you want to do it later, I did some last week at 4 o'clock and 5:30. So, because I don't do anything on the weekends anymore. I'm single. It's like, you know what? Yeah, don't do anything anymore. So it's all good. So I'll see you guys next Thursday for Coaching for the Soul. Thursdays at 3. See you.